My demons are breaking out of the cage. I'm praying that I see another day. I said my demons are breaking.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jay here and bring you guys back another video. I just got done working out, coming from the gym. I had leg day, and just came back from walking outside. I went for a little walk, for a little 20-30 minute walk. So I'm trying to get my legs stronger. Plus, I just want to get a little cardio going. I felt like I had a little bit more energy, so I just figured, why not? That's probably why I'm looking so glowy, if that's even a word. A little bit sweaty right now, but yeah. The topic of the video, I just want to talk about. We all got demons, right? It's just the fact of how you're dealing with them. I feel like a lot of people are not real with themselves, and they don't keep it real with themselves in terms of them having demons and in terms of them having problems. And I feel like it's very dangerous, to act delusional, act nonchalant about your problems. We all do it sometimes, and we just go, oh, it is what it is, and oh, I'll get to it later, because life happens, right? You got to pay the bills, and you got to pay the bills. You have to work your job. You got to, if you guys got kids, you have to support the kids. Some people have to take care of the parents. I mean, just tons of responsibilities, let alone you got to do all that, and you got to take care of people. So, I mean, a lot of times we don't get, time for our mental health. We don't get time to actually just take a step back for a minute, right? And I feel like it's really unfortunate because, in our world, of course, like, money is the number one. But if you look at America, we got like some of the highest, suicide and depression, statistics in the world. And we're supposed to be like the number one, like, breadwinner, and we're supposed to be the land of the free, which, we kind of are, depending on what you're talking about. I feel like we have it better than a lot of countries do in terms of freedoms, no matter what, no matter what people say. But, yeah, man, it's just so unfortunate, especially in the black community. And, they're like, oh, that's just the way he act, or, in the black community, they tell you to go read the Bible, they tell you to pick up a book and read the Bible, and boy, you just got them demons in you, and just go to church. And I just feel like that's so fucking toxic, and I feel like it's so wrong to just dismiss, brain chemistry. You can't fight that. I mean, that's science. Yeah, you can tell somebody to, feel better, and you can tell somebody, oh man, just cheer up, because I do it all the time. I mean, I try to get myself up out of stuff. I tell myself, like, man, it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. But, and it might sound like an excuse, but sometimes it's really not that easy for certain people. Like, certain people really do have disorders or illnesses, whether you want to claim they don't or not. I mean, there isn't just, well, everybody, it isn't just a, it's a case by case basis, where everybody isn't just, oh, you just telling somebody to just cheer up and, oh, they got it, and they about to just become the strong person and get rid of all the demons and get rid of all the problems. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, there's real brain chemistry going on, and to be so naive and just so dismissive of that, I feel like it's very, very dangerous. And like I said, in minority communities, if you have like something going on with you mentally, it's even more dangerous for you, and it's just even more, more of a problem for you, because nobody's going to take you seriously, unfortunately. I mean, they're just going to tell you probably, like I said, go to church or read the Bible, and they're just going to tell you to cheer up, and that's just going to be the end of it. So you're going to have to go to some external sources, and unfortunately, a lot of people cannot handle it. I mean, you're still a human being. Just because you're black or just because you are this minority, I feel like we as black people, sometimes we paint ourselves as these, like, the most toughest species. And, I will admit, like, a lot of black people are pretty tough, and I feel like a lot of people and humans in general are tough, but I do feel like a lot of black people are really tough, especially what they deal with, on top of regular human problems, like just being able to provide and feed yourself, and being able to make an income, and just dealing with just life in general. I mean, you can get so wrapped up in this world, but I feel like it's dangerous, to label ourselves as these strong people, and we can just take on any challenge, and we're just so invincible to every problem, and how is that going to play a role in the future? Like, once you start going through problems, I mean, nobody's defense is, impenetrable, however you pronounce it. Like, everybody's defense can, be penetrated at one point or another. I mean, you're a human being, you have emotions, whether you want to acknowledge them or not, and whether you want to, believe in them or not, or just ignore them, you still have emotions. You're a human being. You can't ignore that, you know. That's just biology. But I mean, everybody got demons, and to sit up here and say that, oh, just tell somebody to cheer up, I feel like that's not the right way to go about it. I feel like, you know, you should start with like the root of the problem, like, you know, what's going on, like what's going on with them internally, and actually figuring out goals and actually figuring out solutions to help them. Because I'm not gonna lie, I mean, these last couple of weeks haven't really been the best for me, but I still been just trying to maintain and just keep my head above water, and trying to do everything that I can within my power to, you know, elevate me to that, you know, that positive and that higher level, because I have stuff I need to do, you know. But if you don't answer, you know, but if you're not, you know, answering what's inside yourself, as Wes Watson would say, then you're never going to make it. And you can keep pushing it off, but it's going to catch up to you eventually. It caught up to me. I pushed it off a lot in middle school, high school, kept it to myself, and I was just like, you know, whatever. But it did catch up to me, and when it hit, it hits hard, because you have a situation, and it's just like a waterfall. It's just like a dam. It's like a dam. It's like a dam that's on its last leg, like pieces, really weak pieces of wood. And that one situation just happened to me, and it pretty much just penetrated my whole fortress, in which I thought was impenetrable, like whatever, however you pronounce it. I thought like it couldn't be penetrated, but then that one incident happened, and it was the flood rush of emotions, because I was already on edge emotionally at the time. I mean, a lot of it was my fault, of course. I mean, I take full responsibility for it. I try not to blame other people or blame other things for my problem, you know, blame my problems on other people. I try to take full responsibility for it. But when that situation happened, it was just such a shock to me, and it was just a chain reaction. It was a trigger of events, and I just want people to be careful of that, because, you know, a situation can happen and you keep ignoring these problems, you know, with life. Like, yeah, life still goes on. I will admit, you can't make excuses. You still got to live your life, but at the same time, I'm not about to be sitting here saying I'm not about to be one of those people that's just going to tell people to just get up and do it. I mean, yeah, you should get up and do it, but you should figure out the root of the problem. I mean, if you sitting up there taking care of business and making all this money, and, you know, you got this job and you working out, you doing all this stuff, but you still unhappy, I mean, does it even really matter? You know, it's not going to mean anything to you. And, you know, like I said, we all struggle with that as human beings. I feel like most of us do. And a lot of times we just don't get a chance to just sit down. I mean, life is so fast, you know, you have to adapt, especially in this, you know, all this technology and all these phones and all these trends on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Like, you have to keep up with the times. You have to, you know, be up to date. And I feel like it's just so unfortunate that sometimes we just don't get a chance to just sit down, because we're always on the grind. We're always working. We're always doing this. And then your emotions and your mental just take a back seat until it's too much. And then when it's too much, then everything gets fucked up, because that's gonna fuck up your money. That's gonna fuck up relationships, and possibly you could fuck up yourself by having these addictions. And, you know, that's why a lot of people turn to drinking, and a lot of people turn to smoking and doing all this other stuff, because, you know, there's no other way to cope. And my ways of coping was different, you know, because I don't really smoke or drink like that. I mean, I have socially, but that's not really my vice, you know, and I'm trying to cut out my vices every single day. I try hard to. I'm really trying, guys. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, the point of the video, to wrap it all up, I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to say that, yeah, we all got demons, and, you know, let me know down in the comments, like, how do you deal with that? Like, how do you acknowledge that? When did you first acknowledge that? Because, you know, it's a difficult situation when you got all these problems and these mental problems, and you feeling these certain type of ways, and you feeling all these emotions, and you really don't know what's going on. That's scary, because you really don't know what's going on. You don't know why you're acting this way. You don't know why you're acting this way toward people. You don't know why you're aggressive, hostile, sad, depressed, suicidal, whatever situation may be. And I feel like it's just so messed up that, like I said, a lot of us just don't take the time to just step back and address the problem. because somebody be like, man, I'm just feeling so terrible today, and blah blah. I've been eating so much, and, you know, I just been overeating, man, and you know, and it's just kind of scary because I'm not gonna call it delusional because they don't know, but because I think delusional is you ignoring the truth, and you know, you may be, but a lot of people really just don't know. A lot of people really haven't, you know, got in tune with their emotions and tapped in with their emotions. But that's the thing with me. I had no choice to. I had to look in the mirror when I was 300-some pounds and when I was fucking depressed and all that. I had no choice but to look in the mirror. I didn't have a choice. I had to. So, but yeah, guys, just want to finish making this video. Like I said, let me know down in the comments when you first acknowledged that you were the problem and it wasn't just other people, and you realized that you had problems and you were going through stuff, and you finally realized that, I don't know, you just had something going on. And, you know, just tell me, like, you know, what's your vices and how you're trying to get rid of them. But yeah, hope everybody have a blessed Sunday. You know, tomorrow's Monday, we're going into the week. I want it to be a very great, blessed week. Yeah, so Jay Eden, I'm out. Peace.